Hello, welcome to the second session of our 8th session course for teaching Tanbour, how to play Tanbour in 2 months. This is the second session. I'm planning to teach you some main key concepts. The key concepts will be explaining the methodology. The first 4 lessons of this book, I will teach you the theory of music. I will teach you a bit what you need for Tanbour. And the last lesson, which is the 4th lesson of the book, is the Claw Plectrum, or the panje, or riz, or shore. There are many different names. I will write them in the description so that you can see it. And by the way, don't forget that each of these lessons, I will make a milestone in the description, that if you want to skip one section, you can just straight go to the related section. So check the description and you can see what is there. In the beginning, I will start with the theory of music a bit. As you might know, there are a bunch of information also online. You can find it out, but I will put some also pictures in the on somewhere here so that you can see the notes. So we have the theory of music in Tanbour, like any other instrument, is the same. We have 2 different basically concepts. One of them is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Those are the notations in English format. Or we have Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si. Those are I think, if I'm not wrong, it is the French format. But that is the standard format that we use. Mainly, I'm more comfortable with Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si. I feel just more comfortable, but it's not really complicated to understand which one is what in terms of English notations. So we have the staff. I will put the staff here so that you can see the picture. We have the staff in Tanbour. I mean, in the notation, 5 lines, and each line corresponds between the lines, under the lines, over the lines, corresponds with 1 note. In Tanbour, for this book, for Sad Dars, we use the clef sol, or G clef, in the 2nd line. So basically, whatever comes on the other lines in the staff is compared to the 2nd line sol assumption. This is very important so that you remember that. The numbering of the fingers is 1, 2, 3, and 4. It will be the same for the left hand and the right hand. I will put the picture also here. And the most important part basically is the notes that is correspondence on each fret of the Tanbour. And I will put a picture again here so you can see the different notations on the staff. Keep in mind, here in this book, we have an assumption. The assumption is Dast Baz Do. I think the tuning is sol right now. I play different songs in different categories and compositions, and I have to change the tuning of Tanbour. So, but in this book, the assumption is that if we assume that Do is Dast Baz, or the open hand is Do, or C note, the rest of the frets are correspondence in this respect. In chronological order, it will be ascending to the higher notes. So it starts from Do all the way to Do and Re. So how we want to do that? If we assume that Dast Baz is Do, the first fret, because in Tanbour we don't have quarter notes, we have notes and half notes. And it is more or less similar to the Western music, that you don't have quarter notes. You have mainly note and half note, full note or half note. So that basically means between each 2 notes, Do, Re, we have 2 half notes, except the Mi and Fa and Si and Do. Those are exceptions, that we have half notes distance between them. But if we start from Do Dast Baz, or the Do open hand, we start from fret number 1, which is Re bemol. Then we go to fret number 2, which is Re natural. and then we go to number 3, which is mi bemol or mi flat, and on number 4 it is mi. Number 5 mi fa, as you remember, it is half note, so mi is number 4, fa is number 5. Number 6 is fa sharp or sol bemol. Number 7 is sol. Number 8 is la bemol or sol sharp. Number 9 is la. Number 10 is si bemol or la sharp. Number 11 is C natural, and then number 12 is do again. So basically, das baz, open hand, to number 12 is 1 octave. Okay, ye gam, 1 gam. In Persian we say it gam. And then we have 2 more frets. That means re bemol and re natural, or re flat and re natural. That means we have a very pretty simple instrument here. We have 1 octave and 1 note in terms of spectrum of the notation. So this is very important. In this book, the notation and the partitures are written based on the assumption that the open hand is do, even though your tuning is not do. So this is very important to remember. This is just an assumption, so that you are aware of the fact. There are many different, some different tuning for Tanbour. I explained this for you in the previous session. If you want to have a look at it, I will put the link here. You can have a look. As we said, it can be sol sharp, or la, or la bemol, la dièse, la sharp, or even C maximum. C would be the maximum that you can tune Tanbour. At least my Tanbours, I can tune it up to C. More than that, the strings will be broken. By the way, if the string of your instrument is broken, I have uploaded a video specifically for changing the strings. You can check the link above, and you can directly go to that video to see how you can change the strings that are broken. So moving forward to the next topic of Tanbour, is basically the duration of the notes. So basically, the shape and the duration of the comparison of the notes. That is basically in one of the pages. There is no number here, so I cannot give you the number, but I will put the picture here. It is not very complicated. We have an assumption of a whole note as a circle, open circle, and then we divide it by 2, by half, and then we have basically half note. This half note is kind of different from the other half note that I explained. This is the duration, the time frame. If we assume the whole note is 1 second, the half note is half a second. The quarter note is 1/4 of the second. The second, that is the time frame, time unit. It can be 1 minute, 1 second, 2 seconds, whatever. So it is a comparison. It is very relative. So we have a baseline as assumption, and then based on that baseline, we continue on the explanation: half note, quarter note, 8th note, 16th note, and so on and so forth. And there are different shapes to show that. I will put the picture here so that you can see the different shapes as well. And then I'm looking at the book because, and then we have the plectrums that I explained. There are several different plectrums that we will teach throughout this book. I'm not going to teach the whole book here because it is 100 lessons. If you need my help to teach you some specific lessons, check it out. Text me or send me an email. We can discuss it. Maybe we should have a one-on-one session together. The notation of the plectrums is very important. I will put the main plectrums that we are having. In each session, you will receive the notation. The first page, there is the shapes that we put it on the notation. This is very important because on the notation, not only you can see the note, the key, the staff key, you see the notes, the shape of the notes. That means the duration of the note that is played, the tempo sometimes. What else you can see? The number of finger, which finger is putting in which fret, those you can see, and also the plectrum that you have to play in that specific note. All of these information, we have an agreement for each of them. We specify a special symbol on those staff line so that we are not confused. We all know what we are playing. And then we come to the next topic, the lesson. So I have a whole, support here. You can buy one as well. If you want me to send you a specific link for this kind of supports so that you can buy a specific one, I can help you. Because when I'm sitting, I have to put something so that I can have, we had this previous session. So there are four lessons that we are going to teach in this video. It will be a long video again, but on the description, I am summarizing it in each section, which second of this video you can reach to which topic, so that if you want to skip one topic to go straight to the next one, you don't have difficulties. You can just click on the time, and then you will be skipped for those sessions. So the first two sessions and the third session is not really complicated. The first session is just the first lesson for this course is just basically the introduction for the notation, and also a practice for the Rast, Mezrab Rast, or the Rast plectrum, or the right plectrum. I don't like to translate it word by word. We just call it Rast plectrum. So in each bar, we have 4 notes. The rhythm is 4/4. That means 4 quarter notes are played in each bar. And we have 3 bars here, and in each bar we have 4 Rast. If we say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the number of the bars, so it is finished. This is lesson 1. Lesson 2, it's the same topic, but with Chap, left plectrum. This is the bar. Do, That's it. And then we go to the lesson 3. In lesson 3, we have introduced, the book has introduced the 8th notes. That is basically the quarter note is divided by 2, and it will create the, we call it chang, not a chang, or the 8th note. And in that we have, we have this lesson. I will put it here. You can see how I play it. From the first note, it has 3 bars, so it is like this. And then you have the mezrabs, the plectrum also on top of the lines, so that you know which plectrum you should play on which note. So we start from the beginning. It is Rast, Rast, Chap, Rast, Rast, Chap, Rast, Chap, Rast, Chap. When we say Rast, Chap, means right, left, okay? So it is like this. This one was the last note, which is the silence note. The whole note is silent. And that is equal to 1 quarter note, let's say. So here comes the very interesting lesson in this book. And after that, we start the main very interesting topics from the next week. In this lesson, you will combine different plectrums in one melody, 1 lines, and you will practice everything. There are some repetition signs, symbols on the notation. The whole repetition of the line is there as well, so you get to know some new basic topics. So before going into the lesson 4, I would like to introduce you the plectrum, Claw Plectrum, or the Panje plectrum, or Shor, or Riz. So there are different names for this plectrum. How you play this plectrum? Basically, you have the same style as the other plectrums, but on this case, we use all these 4 fingers. You open the fingers as much as possible on your hand, as much as possible, right? So the distance between the 4 fingers, preferably equal. You don't need to measure it. It's just a feeling that you have. And it will start all the way from this part of the, you can play this plectrum or any other plectrum all the way from the lower bridge, all the, you know, the whole surface of the Tanbour can be a place to do the plectrum. But in this case, let's keep it as standard so that you can learn some basics in a framework, and then you will do your own style in the future. So the plectrum, the claw plectrum, comes all the way from this curve here in the neck here that you can see. It starts from the first finger. Keep it a standard, right? And it comes. You use your wrist and your forearm and a bit of your arm, but not too exaggerated. Your fingers comes up. I will make it zoom so that you can see my fingers easier. It will, you see, the hand turns around this axis in this way, right? A bit, not too exaggerated, very, very gently and very delicately. And these fingers comes up from this curve one by one. And then it comes and collects in the palm. One by one, right? As if you are playing 4 exact same sound as left plectrum, chap, mizrab chap. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, I'm holding my left hand in this on the neck so that my fingers don't go under the strings in the beginning of, as you are watching this video, probably you are in the beginning of the course and you are in the first time for you to learn Tanbour. So for this reason, please hold it. You can also, as if this is a desk or table, you can also practice this as a practice on the carpet, on your bed, on the sofa, whatever. On a flat surface, you can do this. But make sure that your wrist is not bending, not too much. It can be bent a bit, but not too much, right? So this is claw plectrum or mezrabe riz, right? So if we want to go through the lesson 4, that is just the lesson to practice these plectrums and the mix of them, plus the notation, the rhythm, and etc. So we have a 2/4 rhythm here. It means 2 notes or 2 whole note per bar. And here we have also the 8th notes. So I will start. It will be like this. There are some numbers without parentheses under the lines. That is the number of the finger. So the first finger is number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 3 on note fa on this lesson, and that basically means I will put it here so that I can see it a bit easier. I will put the notations here somewhere in the video so that you can see it as well. So that's how we play it. It will start from das baz do, and then we go all the way to note fa. Yek va do va, yek va do va. 1 and 2 and 1, 2. This is how the basic numbering. I just use it. It is easier to remember. When you have 2 notes in 1 bar, that means we divide it into 2, and that is 1, 2. 1, do, yek va. Okay, 1 and 1. Instead of saying 1, 2, we say 1 and 2 and. Okay, here it is. So here we have this repetition for one bar, and there is also another repetition in the next line for the whole sentence. So you look at my fingers here, as you are the beginner. We hold the instrument here. I explained how to hold the instrument in the previous session, and the fingers are not like this, right? You collect the fingers a bit like this, right? You don't hold it like this. It's also a sign of beauty. I mean, it looks nicer. And then we come from the top. Everything is bemol, everything is flat, right? Most of the notes are flat and natural notes. Re bemol, mi bemol, fa. And then in the next line, in the next Chap bar, we have 2 bars repetition. That is the symbol. So it will be like this. The first line is finished. Then we go to the next line. Right now, we come to the next sentence, which has a bar with 2 dots in front of it. That is the repetition. That means from the start of this bar with 2 dots to the same symbol by end of the sentence, we completely return to the beginning and repeat the same sentence again. So I will do the whole sentence without pause, without explanation. It will go starts from number 3 and fret number 7, which is sol. The last note is silence. So that was the session for today. If you find this video interesting and this series, please write me in the comment. You can click subscribe and that notification so that you will be notified for the next lessons. And if you think these videos and this chain of videos and lessons is valuable and interesting for some other people, please share it with those people. I would appreciate your support. And of course, stay in touch with me. If you have any questions, write me in the comment. I will make sure to reply to you as soon as possible. Have a good day.